everybody, it's your boy Cjyonder back at it again with another video, and today is a video, a really different video, I shall say that. And the reason why I say it's a very different video is because I'm not talking about a subject or a topic more than I'm talking about a person. Now mind you, it's not one of these exposés I used to do, not quite the contrary actually. This video is talking about the PeterBot situation. You know, the dude who plays Fortnite and gets a lot of money off of it. For those who don't know who PeterBot is, let me explain. PeterBot is a pro on Fortnite. He gets a lot of money. He does these competitions. He goes in, gets like top 1, top 2, and just gets a buttload of money. Like way more than probably your parents' job will pay them in a year. He gets in like weeks, months. The situation that's going on right now is kind of crazy to me, and that is the fact that he has said a funny word. By funny word, I mean one word and then another word 6 times. I'll play the video, but it's gonna be censored, so hit it.
You want some? I'm good, thank you, bro. Stop being gay, bro. Fat nigga. Oh, delete it. Delete it. Nigga. Delete it.
Have you subscribed yet? No, you haven't. Well, let me tell you, if you haven't liked, subscribed, and commented the word pickle already, you should do so. Plus, join the Discord. For the people who are waiting on my actual video on 123 Showtime, it's coming soon, I promise. But anyways, make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment something, join the Discord, and let's get back to the video. Yeah! As you see there, he's just spamming slurs, specifically the N-word and the F slur. Now, mind you, before I give my opinion on it, I want to give you the opinion of the public. Currently, I don't think no, wait, I forgot. We did have an opinion from him. Currently, we have one thing from PeterBot himself that, according to Jason DeWeen, when he did it on his own live stream, it was full AI. People are very split about this. And I kind of see why you'd be split, but I also kind of don't. People think that he is in not the right, but he shouldn't be getting as much backlash as he's been getting recently, due to him being 16 at the time, and it happening a long time ago. Apparently when the internet was big into that kind of humor back then, which I mean, I don't know what time period that would have been in, so I can't really tell you. But anyways, that's really the the only thing that people say in his defense, and this is mainly like spoken by like Sneeko and Aiden Ross, of course, Sneeko and Aiden Ross, saying that, oh, he's just a kid, oh, he didn't know better, this was a time when the internet was very edgy and all that kind of stuff, blah blah blah. But then you have Phase Boys and a lot of other people on the internet saying no matter what he is, no matter like if he is a teenager or not, if he is a kid, you shouldn't be saying that. And I'm going to be honest, I'm in the Phase Boys boat. Let me explain something. I know where he's coming from with this, right? He is trying to fit in. He's a teenager. Mind you, I'm a teenager. And I will be basically one of the only teenagers to admit this. The fact that teenagers look for, how do I say it? They look for gratification. Teenagers themselves, they look for people to look at them in a bright light. Not themselves, they want people, like your average everyday person, to look at them in a bright light. They'll do dumb things like mess up a Walmart, or yell 6-7 in the back of class and be basically unfunny, but they get like 1 or 2 of their own peers to laugh, so they'll, you know, it fuels their ego, it fuels a teenager's like body. Mind you, again, I am one of the only teenagers that will admit this, because I am a teenager and I do this exact thing. Well, yes, I don't yell 6-7 in the back of class or destroy a Walmart because it's quote unquote funny. I still do wear clothing. Well, yes, half of my clothing is mainly war for me, because I'm only going to wear Metallica shirts. I'm only going to wear Kanye clothing, Yeezy.com type of clothing, because that's my style. I still sometimes wear it as the fashion appeal to the people and not me. Now, when it comes to this situation specifically, no, I have never said the N-word. I have never said any slur. And if you are going to my comment section saying, you had to say it once, CJ, we've all said it once, that just shows more about you than it does me. So I don't want to hear that. But again, I see where this is coming from. However, you are 16. You are 16 saying this kind of stuff. He didn't say it now. So I'm not going to be on him about it now. But in the mind of him when he was 16, I am 16, and I'm 17, but you know what I'm saying when I say that I was 16 once, which was literally a couple months ago, literally a year ago, and I knew not to say that word. I knew not to touch that word, because it's not my place to say anything about it. And I know people who do spam the word, and I try to disassociate from that group. Well, yes, if they are of the descent, I'm not going to be so mad about it, but if you are Caucasian, bright white, looking like the damn sun, I'm not going to be as easy with you on saying a slur than I am on normal people. Like, on normal people who should be saying the word. Like, and I feel like, personally, my opinion, nobody should be saying the word. But if you are of African descent, I feel like you should, that's your word, I guess. Like, there's multiple things that the gay community has, the Mexican community, even white people have certain words that people aren't supposed to say. Now, mind you, do people care about anything else that's not? This situation is kind of crazy, because it's weird to me the fact that people are split, and then people are going crazy and getting mad about people like bringing old stuff back up. And my thought process is about that is like, dude, hey, there's a crazy thing that's mentioned in a lot of schools called digital footprint. And this is only proof of why digital footprint is so crazy. Because if you've done something in the past, and somebody else has a video of you doing something crazy in the past, there is a 100% chance once you get big, or once you become the eye of popular belief, that video will come out. That information will come out. If you don't have enough information to save your hind end, you're done for. That's why people get, like, these cancellations happen so much nowadays. Specifically this year and last year. People have been getting canceled left and right. And that's because they do dumb things. My apologies. They do dumb things, and they ignore the fact that there's something called a digital footprint, and the fact that no matter what you do online, it will stay online. If you make a cringy joke back when it was distasteful to say it, or not distasteful to say it, it will most likely come back when it is bad to say it. Now, some things are stupid to get mad at each other for. Me personally, I think if you accidentally call someone by the wrong pronouns, that's stupid to get mad at each other. Dude, it's literally like, oh, I accidentally typed he instead of she. I forgot one word. Are you really gonna get mad at me for that? But I feel like digital footprint is a big thing that people just don't take seriously. And things like this, where you make almost hundreds of thousands of dollars, almost millions, yet your career is like on its hind leg, because you said something stupid as a kid. And now you're feeling the backlash. And I'd be like, okay, well, you were a kid. And mind you, I've done stupid stuff as a kid. If it comes up, I can defend it. 14 and under, I didn't know any better. I had to be told by my parents and by my uncles and stuff what words to not say and what words to say. But 15 and up, even 14 and up, even 13 and up, I know better. And my friends knew better. So things like this happening, while yes, you are an ignorant child, and I understand that teenagers are ignorant, and teenagers will be ignorant no matter what, you still have to be thoughtful of what you say, where you say it, and who you say it with. Again, do I encourage people saying the word when you're not supposed to? No. But people will say it anyways. So my only advice to the people who are going to say it anyways is at least say it in either A, the compounds of your own safetyness by yourself, or by your friends. That's really it. And if you're like in any other group, my suggestion is just don't say it. My suggestion to the person who's gonna say it is don't say it, but they don't listen. If you're gonna say the word anyways, you don't listen. And of course you don't listen. But that's not the point. The point is, when you do stupid stuff like that, and you're wanting to be big and popular and famous, or if you even want to live life, don't do stupid things on the internet and not expect to be, I don't know, not canceled, but like, this will come up. For example, let's say I don't want to be a YouTuber. I do want to be a YouTuber. But let's say I don't want to be a YouTuber and I went my old route of wanting to be a history teacher. I'm going to go to a high school and be like, hey, I want to be a history teacher. I want to apply to be a teacher. They're going to look at my past and look at different social media accounts that are connected to my name. Let's say they find an account called Yonder Likes Quinkle, and one of the videos on that channel literally has me saying absolute, like, genuinely every word in the book. Does that exist? No. There are channels that I do own that I do not share to the public unless you find them, but none of them have me saying anything crazy. It is just me being a kid of being an actual idiot, being like, these are my favorite top 10 videos of all time. But like saying, if that were to happen, I wouldn't be getting the job. So if you have a terrible digital footprint, you cannot live in normal society because you already messed yourself up. And if you have a terrible digital footprint, well, then you're public enemy number 1 because you said something stupid when you were 16. All in all, by ending this video off, my biggest suggestion to everyone, my biggest advice to take away from this video is, do not do something that you know you're going to regret. Also, do not do something for the pleasure of other people. Well, again, I understand. So a lot of my fan base, like, which is very surprising, that are kids to around adults. Or not adults, but like very young adults, like 18, 19, 20. I have met people who span from like 20 in my fan base to like the youngest being like 13, 14. So I understand where my fan base comes from. Besides the ones who are older than me, I have been the younger age before. So I understand the want to be different. I understand the want to be fit in and be normal. However, my suggestion is be yourself and be different. Don't be different where everything you do is not the public opinion, but be different. Be different in your own way, because, well, yes, the more you have friends, the more things get better in your eyes. But in the future, when you become yourself and you become more you will have more close friends than you will have just a number of friends. Larger quantity of friends versus a lesser, more quality of friends, they do not equal. The lesser quality of friends will always trump the more quantity, because the more quantity will probably use you. The less quality will most likely want you as a person. I don't have a lot of friends. I have people I know, but when it comes to actual friends, I have a very small group. However, that small group have gotten me through breakups, through mental breakdowns, have put me in church, has given me a life to Christ. And while yes, not everyone is religious, I have still found more love for my life and myself through my friends. My lesser quality of friends versus my open-ended, like, a lot of, like, hundreds of friends. Because a lot of those hundreds of friends are only using me to get a good day in class, or only using me for test answers, quiz answers, not test answers. I don't let people cheat, and I don't cheat myself. But using me for answers on, like, tests and stuff, using me for advice. But when it comes to leaving the school or leaving the class, I don't get talked to. However, my friend Levi, Thomas, Josh, we're talking from the beginning of the day to when I get home or when I go to bed. Because that's how close of a friend I am. We're locked. We're touched. Not like that. We're locked. However, I do say be different. And do not, please, when you do things on the internet or when you record yourself, do not do stupid things like PeterBot did and say slurs. Don't say slurs at all, but also do not record yourself saying slurs, because that will kill any credibility of you getting into literally anything at all. But before we leave with that thought in mind, I need to leave you with a thought in mind to like, subscribe, and join the Discord. We are 85 subscribers away from 1,000 subscribers, and I will do something pretty crazy at 1,000 subscribers, so make sure you lock in and subscribe so we can get to that number quickly. My goal, 1,000 before the end of the year. We have 4 to 5 months, right? 3 to 4 months. Let's hit it before we do. Anyways, I will see you guys next time. Peace.